Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. First, I'm grateful that I have a challenge. I'm grateful that I have emotional pain to learn from, that I have emotional pain to turn into wisdom. That's the gift. There's even a quote in like spiritual circles that even the box of darkness he left me with was a gift. What's the gift? The process of learning how to turn my darkness into wisdom, learning how to operate my soul. So first you appreciate your challenges, then you learn your lessons through self-reflection. Why was it necessary for me personally to attempt suicide? Why was all that necessary? Why was it necessary for me to have a failed marriage? Why was it necessary for me to have times where I don't speak to my kids? Why was it necessary for me to lose so many jobs? Why was it necessary for me not to be successful at school? Why were so many things necessary in my life? And then when I ask why was it necessary, that's basically giving credit to my soul for planning my life for me. And I'm going to quote Einstein, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. The energy field controls the particle. The particle doesn't control the energy field. So when we look outside of ourselves for answers, right? When we shut down our gut feelings and let, God gave us dominion over, animals and land. What happened then? Well, then we had manifest destiny. We killed 60 million buffalo. We killed, a few 100 million beavers, the wolves, the otters, the salmon. We killed all the keystone species and wondered why we have ecological problems. Well, they create ecological resilience. They stop flood, drought, wildfires. They stabilize the ground just to begin with. But we killed them because of our worldview, of what we learned, what we internalized, what we were controlled by. And so let's learn how this really operates here. Like we live in a holographic universe. How does that operate, right? So as Einstein said, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. The field controls the particle, not the particle controls the field. And I'm going to bring up Dr. Bruce Lipton now, who is like the godfather of the field of epigenetics, epi meaning before genetics. So what happens before genetics? Again, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. So we know if I think about hamburgers, my mouth salivates. Whether hamburgers are present or not, the field controls the particle. If I, fantasize about a guy and he's not here and I get sexually turned on, that's the field controlling the particle. That's how it works. Now let's watch his epigenetics before I do a deeper dive into how the heart is a physical vortex and how all that operates and how we can all learn how to recalibrate our nervous systems for love, compassion, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame.